Malik claim we came with, so we're responding. We're back with another video. I didn't say like back how I used to say, bro. I'm just pissed, you know. Just watched the Nina video and shit. Kind of pissed me off, bro. Fuck it, whatever, gang. You know, not this one. I watched the Nobby one. Yeah, Rami. This one is from. I hope you can see it from DH. But let's watch this. Streaming shouldn't be this hard. I guess this has something to with Qtc. I think that's the name. Okay.
Why are you explaining to us rather than talk to Jason? I have talked to Jason! Jason's not the one that's mad! It's you freaks that are mad for him! Jesus
What the fuck? Goddamn, bitch! Take a chill pill!
Christ!
Freaks.
God, I'm doing my best over here! And the store didn't even have Cheerios! I'm just so tired.
Oh my god.
That gotta be the funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh God! What the fuck? Why you crying? Bruh, ain't no way it's that bad, bruh. What the fuck? Why is she crying?
Mind you, this is about an award show. I don't...
Bruh, these streamers need to work on their mental
Not
health,
that deep.
Bruh.
It can't be this deep. What
It
about
can't
an
be
award
that
show
deep.
could have somebody crying like this? That is QT Cinderella, Ludwig's wife. And
QT.
she is the internet drama
QTC.
of the week. You see, she's the creator of the Streamer Awards, a show that celebrated streamers across the different platforms that started back in 2022 that have highlighted some of the biggest streamers on the platforms. Whether it be iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, any of the FaZe guys, everyone in this star-studded event gets acknowledged for their accomplishments throughout the career. It's red carpet. It's high production.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna make my own awards. African awards. Someday, bruh.
It's fan voted? Ooh, that's a problem. But it also is a panel that can also create another problem.
Bro, if it's fan voted, how the fuck are young streamers supposed to win that shit? Oh God, like I'm telling you, bro. Or let's say if Kai doesn't, like if Kai does or Speed, they do like 50 streams this year, and a nigga, you know, does 100 streams, big awards. But because he doesn't have a bigger fan base, that nigga ain't gonna get an award, my nigga? Like, on God. What the fuck? They should start treating them like the Grammys.
And this week has been getting criticized for its lack of transparency, its lack of authenticity, and once again ignoring a subsection of the streaming community that, while is big, is also problematic.
It is always funny. Audiences will complain every year that they weren't nominated and then like not do nominations on stream or not tweet about it or not like...
Before I say anything else, oh shit, we weren't seeing no
ask their audience to vote for...
Before I say anything else, bruh, how the fuck was Asmongold not nominated, bruh? I'm not gonna lie. Bro, he's one of the biggest just chatting streamers. Let's be honest, bro. How wasn't he nominated? It don't make sense sometimes, bruh. Oh,
them or nothing. They'll give nothing. They give nothing, you know? It's like, you gotta. You do have to log in with a Twitch account and you have to fill it out, which I know some people's viewers don't have.
She's trying to insinuate that they're view-botting.
I won't say the quiet part out loud.
It's clearly what she's doing.
Somebody said...
Yeah, she's trying to insinuate they're view-botters. So, here's the thing. You're lying. You know you're lying. Everybody knows you're lying. I think that you have exercised editorial control, and you have picked the nominees not completely from fan vote.
She might be telling the truth. How the fuck does Extra Emily have a bigger fan base than Phantom or Agent? How weren't they nominated Streamer of the Year? I'm not even on some hating shit. Or Sinner. Like, bro. What the fuck? I mean, shit. Okay. Rakai? Ray? Reggie? Talil? No, I'm talking about Streamer of the Year. I'm not talking about, like, you know. I feel like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you can hate it if you want, bro. They only put Extra Emily in there because there wasn't no woman in there. I'm not gonna lie. Let's be honest. That's why they put it. On God.
voting, but from your own opinions and to keep the show brand friendly. I think that the priority for the show is to make sure that the show gets as many viewers as possible and maintains as many sponsors as possible. I think that's what happened. And I am willing to bet $100,000 on it. Invite me next year to watch the voting, and if the people that get voted on actually are the ones that get nominated, I will donate $100,000 to the charity of your choice.
The biggest claim against QT Cinderella in the streaming awards is that there are a certain type of streamer that doesn't exist in the nominations for any of these awards. No different than any other award show, whether it be the Grammys or the VMAs. It's just kind of strange how some big name artists aren't acknowledged in some of the bigger categories. So if you look through the streamer awards, you'll notice that Twitch streamer, maybe YouTube streamer because of iShowSpeed, but there's nobody from platforms like Kick or Rumble. And there are big
academics. How wasn't he on the music? Like these are Twitch streaming awards. On God. If Speed wasn't big, he wouldn't be nominated. But Speed is undeniable. He is an undeniable person. That's why they gotta put him on it.
Streamers on those platforms, but this is noticeably targeting people like a Aiden Ross, Jack Doherty, a Neon, a XQC, and
putting Aiden Ross in a Jack Doherty category is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Aiden is bro. Aiden, I know he done some shit in the past, but bro, Aiden, it has to be one of the biggest influential streamers. Like, let's be honest, bro. Don't treat that man like he ain't shit, bro. Some of your favorite streamers wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Aiden. And that's including Kai and Speed. On God.
Instead of putting those people on there who seemingly have large viewerships, you can see that she puts potentially people that she's close with on these categories. I don't know.
This person, let's give it a buck, is not even close to being on the scale of this category. But Cutie had some drama with her, so she probably thought, yo, I'm gonna put her on this category, and maybe the bridge will rebuild and we'll have a collab down the line. I'm not gonna look like a fuck ass. And boom.
I love XQC,
how it goes. But no problem with that. It's her event, right? I mean, she can do whatever she wants with that.
Now, here at the Omizi platform, we try to give everybody a fair shake. So I did a little bit of an investigation, a little bit of sleuthing on my own as to XQC and other people's claims of, you know, QT Cinderella putting in people who don't seemingly belong into these different categories. And it's a little bit telling. This right here is DDG's Twitch tracker platform overview. I did it from like a 3-month perspective, and as you can see,
and he wasn't nominated Stream of the Year, by the way.
The average viewership is at 15,000, peak viewers at 57,000, and then 6 million hours watched. This is Rakai from that same perspective. 21,000 average viewers, 62,000 peak viewers, 1.9 million hours watched. This is Vanilla Mace. 6,000 average viewers, 16,000 peak viewers, and 1.1 million hours watched. I'm not making a claim here, but there may be some validity as to what people are saying. I'm chronically online, and the only thing that I remember Vanilla Mace for this year is her being next to QT Cinderella in the drama where they were saying that, you know, she hangs out with some problematic streamers.
Cuties.
Who the fuck is Vanilla Mice? Bruh. Damn, they had to put Reggie's full name original on Rising Award. Oh my god. Damn.
Cinderella obviously hosts this shit. Katie's her best friend.
Who the
How are you
fuck
gonna
is
nominate
this
Katie
nigga?
for Rising Star, and then also at the start here, right here. How is Katie up here? Katie is going head to head with Ninja, but for some reason is a Rising Star.
Ooh.
Hello, VTuber. I just started my live, and I was informed that apparently you were saying some nasty things about me on Twitter. I don't have Twitter because I go outside, but I do just want to say this to you. I'm sending you so much love. I'm wishing you all the best in your streaming
Man, this
career.
nigga voice
Keep being a
annoying.
great, amazing VTuber, and I'm wishing you so much success. See you in the future. Maybe a collab on the way.
Now, I will say in that conversation, we've
motherfucker
had people
annoying,
who have
bruh.
made massive jumps and leaps. That was KDB, a friend of QT Cinderella, who last year in December of 2024 went from just 18 live viewers to this past November, this current
Jesus.
November, having 4,000 people in their live. So it's possible for them to fit into 2 categories, but would it be
Breakout, he
so
do
out of
deserve
this
it.
realm for QT Cinderella to be putting her friends or people that she watches a lot into these categories? No. not at all. And I will say that there is a subsection of people that are saying that this is just a part of some grander overall script that happens every single year when it comes to the streaming awards in order to build up some sort of drama surrounding the event. Kind of like this year when Deshae Frost screamed at Cutie Cinderella and what was obviously an attempt to troll her that got taken way out of context and went way too far.
Oh, you guys didn't have clips for that. My bad. I thought we had clips. Silly me. It's funny that I said I thought we had clips when I quite literally, I think I put on the notes, no need for clips for this one, because I didn't want them to have to like hunt down clips of streamers doing stuff with the brand, and then if the streamers did the stuff with the brand.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up!
Now that incident will cause QT Cinderella to crash out on Deshae, and ultimately, which this is what the conspiracy theorists are saying, have a lot of people on the internet start to side with QT Cinderella in an argument. And I keep referencing this script because the same thing happens with these streamer awards every single year, which has to have us have a bigger and broader conversation about these edgy streamers. The next portion of the script is the streamers that are edgy that get left out come to bat and say, hey, screw those guys, we want to do our own thing.
I'm gonna team up with Amaranth's husband and Asmongold to put on the Kick Award show. It's not gonna just be Kick Awards. We're gonna do streamer awards, and we're gonna do the real awards. We're gonna also give out clips to retards. Nick Fuentes deserves a fucking award, am I right? So we're gonna give out awards to people on the internet who actually deserve awards. And non-biasness, none of that gay ass bullshit. Oh, LA friends. We're gonna give out some fucking awards to people that deserve some fucking awards.
And again, if she would just come out and say, we didn't give some people nominations because they wouldn't, the sponsors wouldn't like it, I would be like, okay, all right, reasonable. That's fine. You want to make money? It's okay. But you want to go and say it's fan voted and then insult and insinuate that the people that didn't get nominated are viewbotters. Because Cutie did insinuate that one of the people, all the people that didn't get nominated, and Hassan is part of that category, is categorically a viewbotter. She did. Everybody knows she did that. And so you didn't need to do that. You didn't have to do that. But you did that.
He's a funny character, but what he said is kind of true. Now, naturally, I don't agree with Aiden Ross's language and the way that he portrayed the situation, but there is a good point in this entire conversation. There are a plethora of streamers who aren't represented in this streamer category, streamer of the year conversation, etc., etc. 9 times out of 10, they fit a mold. 9 times out of 10, they are a part of a side of the internet. 9 times out of 10, they fit.
They are white. Somebody had to say it.
A certain box, one that does seemingly become attributed with brand friendliness. But ultimately what I can say though is that, newsflash, big streamers exist all across the platform. Not necessarily ones that are just edgy like the Aiden Rosses or maybe the Asmongolds or hell, even the Myron and Walters from Fresh and Fits. I'm also talking about the political streamers like Hassan or Dean. I'm also talking about the Spanish speaking streamers. Like, Spanish speaking streamers are a big portion of the streaming world. If you go to any of these sites that track the statistics, you'll notice that some.
How the fuck wasn't Tota fucking nominated? Oh God!
The biggest streamers in the world aren't represented in this streamer award event, and it has me think,
Queso, where's Queso?
well, why wouldn't they? Especially if this is fan voted. You're trying to tell me that these people's fans don't want to see them be awarded? I don't know if that's necessarily the case. What I do think is the case though is that this lines up with QT Cinderella's Robin, or maybe her Batman because she's bigger, but technically her Robin because she's the main portion of it. But the person sitting next to QT Cinderella, Pokimane has some comments about the current state of the streaming culture. She says she misses when streaming was just about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming, etc., etc. And maybe that's why these types of streamers from all over the walks of the internet aren't featured on the streamer awards. Now, there is a level of hypocrisy in Pokimane's tweets. I mean, it's not like she has a squeaky clean resume and reputation around the streaming culture. We covered her selling cookies that were somebody else's recipe and then her label with an overpriced price tag on it last year. And there's also
then calling us broke for not buying your fucking cookie fuck.
Video of her coming out saying the thing that it seems like all these white streamers have said at one point in time in their life, the N-word.
God, you ain't funny.
This clip is funny though.
Boring as fuck.
Like how she said it right now. Now she said it like she that came out like I wanted to say it for a very long fucking time. Ain't nobody stopping me today. I'ma say it. Look at how she said it.
Said at one
Look at
point
it.
in time
Look
in
at
their
it.
life. The N-word.
God, you ain't
funny. Oh my
That's
God. She been waiting to say
Maybe
that shit.
You're just boring as fuck. And
Oh
lame
my
as
God.
hell.
Now that's funny. I'm not.
Only lame niggas say that shit.
But even Asmongold,
She said it 2 times? Oh God, what the fuck?
Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
Only look at bro. You can tell when she said the second time the confidence was gone. Like listen to her. Like that tone was gone like from the first time. Unlike the first time when she said it was so fine. Look at this.
God, you ain't
You see that? You ain't funny. Like she said it with passion.
funny.
But the second time it was like, what
That's
the
not
fuck?
true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
You see, only lame niggas. Like what the fuck? You should have said it with confidence. What the fuck?
but even Asmongold talks about how she only got popular based off of the drama baiting and the clip farming.
I wish when streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming. Pokemon only got really popular when it was about drama baiting and clip farming. What do you mean?
Oh, shots
About
fired.
that shit for like, what do you mean? Yeah, it was only about gaming. Like see, you go and say you say something like this. You're just trying to defend the situation right here. Pokemon got popular by being in full cam and having a larger than average camera on Twitch playing League of Legends. That's what you did. You did this. For years, you did this. Now, so if you're talking about streaming being just about gaming, you were the one that tried to edge streaming towards not being gaming more than anybody else. And by the way, I dated another girl that did the same thing. I'm not even complaining about this. I thought it was great. But you can't go and complain about the way the website is whenever you're one of the people that made it this way, right?
Those are some good talking points there. But I don't want us to get lost in the sauce of the conversation. This whole creator award show thing, to me and my personal opinion, has been totally overblown. There's no way for QT Cinderella to represent the entirety of the community, specifically the streaming community. So yeah, she's gonna have some of her friends in there. Some of the people that like to play ball, no different than the other award shows that go on. And I will say, this is still going through some growing pains. She's putting all of this
No, I'm
on.
not gonna lie. I'm gonna do some African awards one day, bro. And this is gonna be the whole fucking continent, my nigga. From fucking Nigeria, Algeria, to fucking South Africa, nigga, to Botswana, Mozambique. I mean, all of them niggas, Ghana, Congo, all of them niggas, all of my niggas, but we gonna do our own awards, bro. On God.
By herself with the help of some sponsors and stuff like that, of course, you know.
Fucking
But at the
Red
end of the
Bull
day,
wins
this
a
is still in
fucking
its infancy
award.
stages. And if you want to start your award show, go ahead and start your award show. But this is how the creator sphere works. We criticize the drama, but then we fuel the drama with this nonsense. We talk about how networking is impactful, how being in the clique is impactful, how having a public brand, all that stuff matters. But then at the same time, we do something to tarnish that reputation about ourselves. Ultimately, this is the path that you choose when you go down this whole sort of problematic.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. She can do what she do. It's her award show on God. She can do whatever she wants to. But you know, I'm GG's. And shit. I don't know. Fuck. What you still doing here, my nigga? Leave. Fuck. Peace out. Stay leave.
Hey, listen.